Awesome. What did we think of
Maybe
this
it's
section?
I liked it.
Ended on a big like cliffhanger.
I know.
Yes.
Right when I was like reading it, I'm like, no, it's gonna happen. Like if I read it before and I was like, nah, you don't. You have to wait. You know.
I know. I want
It's
to
almost
keep
like
going.
you planned it.
Right?
Like, it was
That's the thing.
unintentionally like a
No,
total
like at
cliffhanger.
all. It just
Yeah.
that's how it
Yeah.
works.
It was like perfect.
I was more interested in this section though, even though once again, I think that's his style, where he's kind of like boring and then some action and then it gets like better. I don't know, because I feel like I felt that way with The Shining as well. Because for this one, I wasn't like falling asleep or any of that.
The
Yeah, it
one
was,
section with the rat, like, honestly, was so disgusting. I was like, ugh.
I felt like throwing up, and that's the thing too, where I'm
Yeah.
like, he was so detailed about it that he was inflicting this on me, and I'm like, that is talent, but ew.
I know.
Yeah.
when she looks
like
at
learning.
pictures of
Oh, go ahead.
Girl.
Oh God, yeah, no.
she says while she's eating.
You what?
I'm like I'm saying it while I'm eating.
Let's see.
Yeah, I was feeling like nauseous after listening to that. I was like, oh my God, please let this part end because I can't handle this. I was thinking, Julie, like, I don't know, because you're a doctor and you deal with like, you know, things that are very, I don't know, like I personally like bodily things like gross me out sometimes. So I don't know, maybe was it grossing you out or were you like, oh, whatever, I've seen worse?
I think it didn't gross me out that much, but I don't like rats. So, we had like a rat issue a few months ago, so it's kind of triggering.
Oh,
But
no.
I liked hearing about, finally figuring out like what she did, like why she was on the trial. But I can't believe she did so much stuff. Like it wasn't just an isolated incident. It was like repetitive and she got away with it. Weird.
Yeah, I thought it was only going to be one death. And I thought it was going to be related to like the hospital she worked at or something. But it's interesting how, like, obviously it was like certain patterns. And I think he was saying he was like short, long, or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, she's definitely psycho. Because I hope we find out the pattern at the end, like why she did that. Because I feel like there has to be some meaning behind it, you know?
Yeah.
I just kept thinking about how if this happened today, she would be caught right away because all of these articles would be online and you could make the pattern, you could type in Annie Wilkes and all of this shit would pop up. But because it's all these like local papers, like she can get away with it. Yeah. It's like the amount of crimes is crazy,
Yeah, and it seemed like she kept crossing state lines and like they weren't communicating with the other states,
Mm-hmm. It has me thinking if she, from the beginning, if she planned it all or something,
yes.
Because it's like, there's no way that's just a habit that she's following this pattern. I don't know. She's crazy.
Well,
but I also
so
think
was that place he wrecked his car on her way back from her laughing place or whatever they called it?
That's what she said, at least.
What is that laughing place?
When she goes cuckoo.
Yeah, she goes cuckoo there.
Yeah, that's
Well, that's interesting that it's like she has a place that she goes to. She's like, I just need to go for a couple days or however long she needs, and then she just comes back.
mhm.
Like, what does she do? Like
Or
you
else
can't
she'll
possibly
go and murder
scream and
people.
laugh and then just get over it.
Oh my god, what if she takes him there? That would be crazy. Like, will we get to hear what it's like more?
I thought it was interesting how like there were a few chapters where you kind of started to pity Annie a bit, like, and be like, oh, she's like clearly disturbed, but like, you know, she doesn't clearly like there's an element where like she can't control herself, or she's almost like pathetic in a way, so you kind of feel bad for her. And then he finds the binder with all the people she's killed, and you're like, oh god, like no, I don't feel she needs to go.
Yeah, I feel like I felt the same way when she's like, oh, she's going through this like depressive, episode, and I was like, oh man, like she's just going through something. She doesn't know what to do, she's a mess. And then yeah, the binder, when she started like killing all these people, I'm just like, oh yeah, never mind. You are crazy, and it's more than that.
Well, didn't Paul, he also was at the beginning of the section, he even felt a little bad for her because remember when she recommended the bee sting idea for the book? And he was like, oh, I'm not going to tell her all this because I don't want to make her feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she deserves it now, but still.
I thought it was interesting that she had a brother named Paul. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence. I feel like maybe she became more attached to Paul as a person, and then obviously she read all of Misery stuff. She's like, you know what, I don't know, like I feel like because of the brother, she also just became like a bigger fan. I mean, obviously, yes, the books too, but I don't know. I just feel like she could be very basic and be like this person just because they share the same name. Because I think there was certain people that she killed with the same name, Paul, or I don't know. Let me see.
I think there was a Paul in that family in Bakersfield.
Mm.
But what I wonder is, I don't think in that clipping there were no clippings about the mother or the brother. And she kept talking about previously that her mom has passed away, and her brother hasn't come up at all. So it makes you wonder, like, did she kill them too? But then if she did, why wouldn't they be in her binder? Or like, did something happen to them? Like, what's up with that?
Maybe it was just like something she made up. Like she wants to believe that they're dead, but like maybe she killed these other people thinking they were her family. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting because it's like they're not all the same age. Like she really went for old people, and then her roommate, and now the babies. Like I don't know. It's the people she's killed. I don't see a pattern yet, and I wonder if we're gonna see that. I really want to know.
I feel like the pattern is that they were there. Like the pattern is like they were
wrong place, wrong.
in close proximity that she could get away with it. Because I feel like she has this like urge to kill people because of like what Paul was talking about, that like she believes she's helping them because the world is so terrible that she's like helping them by killing them. And maybe it's just like it comes out at certain times and then she has to do it, and as a nurse it was easy for her to do it. And then like her roommate was there in close proximity, or like, I don't know, I feel like it's just like you go on her path and it's a bad day for her, and then
and she's like, this is my target.
Dead meat.
I see. Yeah.
But maybe like her whole laughing house is like her way to try to like prevent that, but there's only so much it can do.
Yeah.
Do you think she takes these medications that she's like prescribing him? Like not prescribing him, but like giving him?
Like that she personally take them?
Yeah, because
Or
wasn't
like
there like a scene where I don't know who she was talking. I don't know if she was talking to Paul or like I don't know what I don't remember what was going on, but she said something about like you can only like you're getting worse. You can only like control yourself for so long, right?
maybe.
I feel like maybe at some point she did, just to like try them out and see. Maybe like planning out the deaths or whatever. She knows this episode happens, and she's like, well, I gotta make it seem so that like I don't get caught. So maybe at some point she did try them out just to see how long they last, just to see what actually happens. But using her nursing education, obviously she wouldn't overdo it. Maybe. I don't know. But I
Or
think
maybe she was tired of feeling like a zombie and was like, I'd rather control it my own way by screaming and laughing.
oh my god too. Yeah. She's crazy.
I almost was like shocked that he didn't like even attempt to leave or like burn the house down. He's just like, I'm just gonna go back in my room and write.
Clearly he's really into writing his book right now.
Well, he
Or
got
maybe he's.
super into it, right?
Did we ever get how long he's actually stayed there? Because they mentioned something about March, but then it's like, oh, that's like how like time starts to like pass on.
Isn't it April now? Like it was like April and that's when it started raining.
I think
Right?
it was around March 25th or so, and then there was the newsletter thing like from 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it
Do we know? Was it January? Was that when he? I don't remember when everything started. I don't
Yeah.
remember if they said when that was.
Because I feel like maybe he's just become accustomed to like being trapped.
I had the idea that he's gonna get out of this alive, and this is gonna be whatever book he's writing for Annie. It's gonna be like the book he makes the most money on ever, and he's not even gonna be upset about this whole ordeal because he's gonna make all this money, or just be like so happy with what he produced.
Or like just grateful because he was kind of seemed ungrateful, seemed successful but ungrateful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So do you think
Or at
he's
least
gonna kill
very
her?
uninspired. Like he kept having problems with like feeling like he was able to write, or like, and he was like not happy with writing those misery novels, and it just seems like he was kind of like adrift a little bit.
And like all the
Like he was saying, like he was drinking all the time and then like nursing a hangover. Is that what the implication was with like the OJ or whatever? Like that he was like hungover during the day.
I get that feeling, like you said, Katie. Like I feel like he's gonna survive, but I don't know how, because now we know the phone doesn't work. When she leaves him there, all the doors are like completely bolted or whatever.
I
But
feel
what
like
were they saying about the shed? Or
the basement.
was there one door that wasn't as bolted and it went to
Yeah,
the
that was to
barn
the
or the
cellar,
shed?
right?
Yeah.
I think it was to the cellar
Oh, yeah,
where
the
all the rats
cellar.
Where all
were.
the rats were at, yeah. And he's like, oh no, I'm not going down there.
And then where was the axe? Did he see the axe, or I can't remember.
I think it was mentioned in the story about the hitchhiker.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna kill Annie directly. I think they're gonna get in some type of situation where she's trying to hurt him, and then she just dies friendly fire, like
Friendly fire.
just accidentally kills herself, maybe.
Mm.
And then he's left there, but those people who are coming in that rampage, I don't remember his name. They come and check on in the house.
Mm.
Someone's just gonna find him there, maybe, and that's how he gets out. But
I think he's gonna die, and all that's
yeah.
left of him is his book.
Oh, that would be very poetic.
I don't know. I feel like they're both gonna die.
You think so?
Yeah, but I feel like it's not gonna happen. Like that's what I believe is gonna happen. They're both just gonna die, but I think he's gonna twist it on me, and it's not gonna happen. So, does that make
Both
sense?
die.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, like that's what you feel he's setting it up now, but there will be a
Mhm.
twist.
Yeah, like he's making me believe this, the way he's writing stuff. But
I was thinking about the way the book is. There's sections. I'll have to check, but I think it's like Paul, then Misery, then Annie, and then the last one it says it's Goddess.
yeah,
So I don't know.
It
Is that like an
doesn't really
eternal?
like correspond so far. It's kind of random. I don't understand why each section is called what it is.
Yeah. Are we in the Misery one now?
hmm
Yeah, I think we're still in the Misery one.
I wonder if that's.
And then
'cause
next is Paul, right? Or is next Goddess?
I wonder if the next one is Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the first
Mhm.
one?
Was the first one Annie? Or was it Paul?
Oh yeah. Annie. Hmm.
Oh dang it! I lost my hard copy and my electronic copy.
And he keeps
Is
saying
there- is
that
it-
whole Africa thing, and I'm just like, I know it's involving with that bird when he was younger, but it just gets me distracted, and I'm like, why are we talking about Africa?
Yeah, that
Goddess
keeps
one is
coming
short
up.
too. I'm trying not to see, but but there was like a big thing that said the end, so I guess he finishes
that's
the book. I couldn't. Oh man, Goddess is short. What if Goddess is the name of Misery's? Wait, did Misery have a boy or a girl?
Oh boy.
Oh, never mind. It's not that. I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe she releases him, and because she didn't kill him, he's like, "You're a goddess. You're my god."
Maybe they become friends. Like after this whole like weird thing, because now that she trusts him, like she's like trusted him enough to tell him about her laughing place. Like maybe enough time passes where they become friends and they kind of just laugh at the whole situation.
And I mean, wasn't he kind of saying that area was his own laughing place? So I feel like they have similar characteristics, although obviously he hasn't really killed people, but maybe
he will.
in books, it's a different kind of killing. I don't know.
Bless you.
Salud.
I'll see. Or maybe he'll do something so bad he has to like stay in hiding. Or stay together.
But I feel like I don't know, I feel like he doesn't want to stay. Like he's still trying to find a way out. Even as, I think as he's learning more about it, he's like, oh shoot, I'm screwed. You know? He's like, ooh. Like even at the end, he woke up and he was terrified.
Yeah.
And at some point she said, I know you have strength to like sit yourself on the chair. So do you think she saw him? Or is that because, like, why did she say that?
Yeah, he got out of bed and got into his wheelchair by himself.
Oh,
She
okay.
came in. So she didn't see him doing it, but she just saw him in
But
the
yeah,
chair.
he was in the chair instead of, okay.
Because I think he really wanted to write.
Okay. Because that's what I thought.
He
But
didn't.
before that, he had asked to be moved, right? He's like, put me in
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted her to know he could do that, but
He just,
like he just really wanted to write and she was in her weird mood or whatever. But I don't think she knows he can like roll around the house.
Yeah, I don't think so. I appreciate though that like I feel like especially like when you watch like horror movies, like people do really stupid stuff and you're like, why wouldn't you think of that? Like why wouldn't you consider that? And I think what I like is that like he's like being really really meticulous about everything. Like nothing can be perfect, but like everything that you might think like that like he's actually thinking about. Like he's like, oh, I need to get rid of the scuff marks, or like, oh, I need to make sure that like I appreciate that it's not just like going the easy route where like you're watching a movie and you're like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like no logical person would do that.
Yeah. They were talking about that she needed to pay a certain amount for the taxes. She didn't do that, right?
I think she did. She went into
did?
town and she used the money that he gave her, and then she got more money. That's why she was gone that one time where he what was he doing? I forget.
He got
Did
the
he, like,
pills, his pill stash.
No, I thought it was before. It was after that. It was like, wasn't it like when he? Oh, it was when he just went and like rubbed off the marks and then decided he didn't want to risk it and went back.
Oh yeah. Okay. Because they
And
were
then when
pretty.
she went to the laughing place, that's when he went
That's
out and
when he
looked at the book.
explored. Okay. They were just both meshing, and I was like, wasn't there like one where he just didn't do anything? But yeah, he did. He removed the stuff. Yeah. Let's see.
And I think she injected him with something, so I wonder what that was. And I mean, I don't think he'll die, but where's he gonna wake up after that? And why would she do that?
Just like a sedative or something, but he was already asleep, so I don't know why she would do that.
Yeah, and he was there, like, not even being bad. As far as she knew, unless she knows what he was doing.
I was trying to see if he was, you know how he said in the story that he was gonna make them related, the girls, Misery, not Misery. Oh yeah, Misery and the other Evelyn something. So because the brother's name is Paul, I'm like, what if for some weird coincidence they end up being the same person, but it's not. I was doing the calculations for the birthdays and it's not it. The Paul, the brother is older than this Paul, the author.
Than her, Paul?
Than that Paul, yeah. Because I'm like, I have a feeling he could definitely do that. If he mentioned it in the story, I'm like, how is he not going to try and do it? But that would have been kind of cool, but never mind. I don't know. It's weird. I didn't write notes, so I don't remember much.
It's just so weird she had that scrapbook of all her murders.
Yeah, never let anyone find that girl. Going away.
I wonder if that like makes her feel good. That's why she keeps like mementos of those events.
I thought it was more of a way to remind herself all the bad things she's done, and then that's when she's like, oh, gotta go to the laughing place to not kill.
But she's been telling Paul that she's gonna kill him from day one. She even tells him like, you know, I'm like you're gonna die. It's either you do it now or when you're done writing.
Yeah, but he hasn't finished the writing, so I think maybe that's why. But I don't know. They do seem to be
Yeah,
getting
Paul, you
close.
shouldn't be in such a rush. You shouldn't be in such a rush to finish your book. Because it's gonna happen.
That's true.
He seems to be getting like crazier and crazier though. Like, I wonder if she was on her psych meds before and when she stopped taking them.
I found it interesting that the editor was like, oh yeah, he's been gone. I know he was writing, but you know, like you gotta come back and finish it. And then the ex-wives are like, you gotta come back and give us money. I was like, of course. They don't really care about him. They care about the things he was providing for them.
Definitely doesn't seem to have a great relationship with women, considering his past, where he has all these ex-wives and was apparently just like sleeping around and thinking that they were goblins when they woke up or whatever he said.
I know, that was so mean. Oh, it says Sheldon was last seen 7 weeks ago in Boulder. Almost 2 months. I missed that. So if it's April, February-ish. January, February.
Feels like it's been longer than that. Like, how long does it take a bone to heal, Julie?
I mean, I don't know. It sounds like his lower legs are like pulverized, but it can take up to 3 months.
But even if they're broken, would it like eventually that pain go away? Because they're healed, right? Like they're either probably just gonna stay shattered, but like I don't know, would eventually like his legs either turn blue or purple, or they just
Yeah,
heal and like if he steps on it, doesn't feel anything because they're just numb.
well, I think like his pain's getting better because he said he could like cut down on the pills, but I don't know if he'd be able to use his legs.
I don't think so.
Just
Because
makes
even when
me
he
think
was,
that he might.
oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just wonder if he's even going to be able to use them, because if she didn't set them properly, aren't they just going to be useless?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Especially when he was trying to like get out, and he's like, "Well, I could punch out this like window," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, but then how are you gonna move? You like his legs are? I don't think his legs are gonna be good to be used at all." So I'm like, okay, cool. He jumps out the window or whatever. Then what? How are you gonna get your chair? You're kind of screwed.
Yeah, he'd have to like crawl, or I don't know if he could get to the point where he could put weight on his knees. Not sure. But it seems like his lower legs are just completely,
Gone.
Noodles.
yeah.
Dirty.
That's
The
what
way he describes it.
That's what I imagine. I mean, he's saying that his upper body or his arms are getting more strength, but to carry your whole body, I don't know. I don't think so.
So if that's like permanent damage, I don't know, maybe it's not, but if your bones don't heal right, I don't know what you do.
I mean, I don't know much about that, but I think it'd be permanent. I think so. It sounds severe. I think it'd be a miracle for him too.
Get movement back.
Yeah.
Can they re-break them? I know maybe it's been too long. And like set them right.
Wouldn't that be like trauma to the nerves? So it's like
Oh, maybe. All I
Sounds like
remember,
there's some
and again, this is not
lasting
accurate.
damage.
Yeah. And the Twilight movies and the book, the werewolves heal rapidly, and like one of them broke their back, and then they were healing, but the back was broken, and then they broke the back to set it right again. A Twilight book. But that's all I remember about broken bones. Not accurate. But that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and he doesn't know, so it might just look bad, but it might be just healing. So we'll see.
So I love seeing your dog run in a different place.
he gave up on me.
No, I'm done. Let's see.
We're matching today. We went for a walk and I was like, I'm gonna wear tie-dye because he's wearing tie-dye.
So 2 more sections left. The last section is going to be short, and I don't know if I'll be able to do the meeting on Sunday. So
Damn.
Julie and I can't either. We're at a wedding next Sunday.
next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we could do a different day. We could ask Karina and Katie who's here. Crystal.
Okay.
Maybe the Monday and like the following day.
Yeah, I could do the Monday.
The
That would
25th
work for me.
Okay.
works for me.
So how about we do the following 2 weeks on Monday instead of Sunday?
Because of
But
Halloween.
we're not gonna see it on Halloween. We're not gonna.
I mean, Crystal, I'm gonna be with Darlene and SF, so that's why I won't be. Yeah, I know.
We could watch it on Monday. that
Yeah, I
Monday.
mean, we could.
Keep Halloween going.
Mhm.
It'd be like a
Halloween part 2.
kind of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So we could do that. Next week on Monday, and then the following week on Monday as well. Is 8 okay, or is that I know because it's a work day? I don't know if you guys.
That's fine for
Yeah.
me at least.
Okay.
It works for
Yeah,
me.
that works.
Mhm.
It's perfect because it's right after dinner.
That's all that matters. Dinner.
Yeah.
Then everyone's gonna be late because they're like, I'm in the middle of dinner.
Yeah.
Probably be like, I'm finishing my run.
Oh my god, Jonathan,
What?
I haven't run.
Yeah, Darlene
Like,
hasn't either.
we're like 3 weeks out.
We decided to do a half marathon in Santa Barbara in the first week of November, and most of
That's
us
awesome.
are doing training very well. So we're all gonna die together, and that's okay. Okay, the next section, 70 pages from where we left off, is around 282, which is right at 18. Pretty little thing.
So don't read chapter 18.
Yeah, don't read that one, because it goes deeper into it, and then we won't have. Yeah. Don't read 18. Do we hit Paul in this one? Yes, we do. So we go into Paul and then go to 17. Don't read 18. Yeah, because the next section, I don't think we'll hit the 70 pages. Or maybe, I don't know. Probably a little less. Okay. So I'll post the stuff so you guys can see a little end of it if you forget or something.
Do we bring recommendations next time, or is that the time after that?
I think it is next time. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so on Monday, the 25th, we can bring a book. Thank you for reminding me. I feel like it's been a while since this book is longer. And then the previous one, we didn't do it because I was like, Karina, you pick a spooky one you want. So yeah, we can do it Monday. Bring a book you want. And then I think we'll do the voting with the Google Forms. Because it was easier to calculate and see what book was the one that won. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Have a good week and have fun at the wedding.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.